The new version means a lot to us because it's based on new technology, namely the core workflow engine, ZB, that we started developing so many years ago with a vision in mind for scalability and resilience so that our customers could process huge amount of transactions very reliably at scale.
We learned that very early with the Camunda 7 product. So we were in a lot of projects with big corporations, for example, and they used that for use cases, let's say, like customer onboarding, use cases that run probably a couple of thousand times per day. And they were really impressed with the technology and with the way of working with the methodology. And they looked at other core use cases, like, for example, money transfer. And they asked us, can we do the same thing? Can we solve that with your technology? And we asked for volumes. And at that point in time, that was a pretty scary number, actually. This opens up the possibilities to do a lot more use cases with their technology where I think they can really benefit from it.
When we look at process automation technology, traditionally BPM suites that came about in the 2000s, everything that's been around basically is based on the same technical paradigms. So persisting the process state in relational databases. And that technical paradigm comes with natural ceiling regarding scalability and resilience. So what we did basically is taking the more modern paradigms around event streaming, event stream processing, and applying those paradigms to process automation and orchestration, in particular in the context of BPMN models. So these two things simply were not possible until today. So handling millions of transactions while actually benefiting from BPMN as the common language for business and IT, and really bringing everyone to the same table. Open architecture means flexibility and customization, especially for established enterprise companies. Now combined with the productivity advantages of a drag and drop process development environment. Every company is becoming a software company, so process orchestration technology needs to be developer-oriented, developer-friendly, and needs to provide an open architecture. In addition to that, we want to make it as easy as possible to orchestrate end-to-end processes. And in those organizations, you very often have lots of systems in place that already exist and that need to participate in the end-to-end process. So ERP system, backend systems, core banking systems of whatever kind. And quite often, they don't expose any standardized modern, REST API or things like that. So a problem that our customers often articulated was that, hey, we want to automate our processes end to end. They need to span across dozens of different systems. We need to integrate them into the process to combine the power of graphical development, BPMN based on the one hand, with the open architecture that Camunda's always advocated for on the other hand. And the new integration framework that allows our customers to develop their own connectors that they can then reuse and make available via the BPMN palette to all the different developers in the organizations. This new approach allows exactly that.
In the past, we always looked for avoiding any kind of, let's say, dead end for developers. So we made it super open. We said, okay, you can basically program whatever you need in order to connect to any system you need to. That was working actually very good. But if you look at big organizations, they often have to integrate the same system. So of course, you duplicate a lot of that work. And we gave it a lot of thought now, make it in a way that you can provide that code, probably again in-house, and share it with other developers in the same organization to basically save some effort and improve the maintenance or the also the governance and management of these connectors.
The idea of bringing business and IT together is what manifests even more now in the new modeler for Camunda 8. Like it's one tool that is easy to use and very convenient so that everyone can participate in process discussions, but it's the same tool that you use in order to like develop, deploy, and then start and execute your process instances. And I believe that makes it incredibly powerful.
we're keeping the openness. I find that also important. So we're not forcing this is the procedure you have to follow in order to develop your processes, to deploy them, but we're giving convenience, we're giving a couple of options. But if you have a very different approach to software development, you can still do that. It's not like this is a way, this is what you have to do. We keep it open and flexible. This is kind of the core value.
If you want to start your automation journey as an organization, you need to make up your mind about your stack. So you need different components for that. And there's no one size fits all or one-stop shop or silver bullet or whatever. So there are lots of different types of software out there that can all participate and contribute to your process automation stack. One aspect that you always need to cover is process orchestration. So making sure that all the process participants do their work once it's their turn along a process model. So Camunda is exactly that universal process orchestrator.